This is why you come to the Midwest to shoot deer like that.
What do you think?
I'm like so excited.
Congratulations.
I got a muley, man. In Wyoming.
Passing It On Outdoors is brought to you by Agri Supply, more than a farm store. Carolina Cooker, a tradition born in the South. James River Equipment, serving the Carolinas with 30 full-service locations. Black Widow Deer Lures, it's simple, they work. Sniper Hunting Products, take your hunting to the next level. Antler Extreme, mark your spot with the X. And Hands of a Sportsman, inspire, motivate, overcome.
So Keith joined our show last year, and he called me up about 3 weeks into Bow City and said, David, I need a little bit of help. I've been getting pictures on the sniper trail cameras of these bucks every afternoon right at dark. Can you come film a hunt? Absolutely, I love to film. I jump in the truck, head to Richfield, and I'm hoping we can capitalize and put one of these big bucks on the ground tonight.
Got a big old 9-pointer coming here. I've kind of nicknamed him Mr. Big because he's probably the biggest deer I've seen behind my house back in here. And he's been coming in regular. Last night he was in here about 20 minutes after dark. But we're hoping with this rain, it stopped at lunchtime, that the deer are up moving and he comes in early because he stayed bedded all night last night. So I'm just gonna stick it out and see what happens.
Well, we've got some does out in the field. Well, something catches my eye. It's the bachelor group of bucks that I've been watching all summer behind my house. If my sniper trail camera's right, they're gonna work their way down. They're gonna be within range. So I'm hoping that we can close the deal.
You still see them? Where they at? Yeah, that's the tall one, I think. Or no, that's the 8.
Well, I got my hopes up for nothing. With all the waiting and anticipating these deer to come across the field to me, they come by, but they're about 60 yards out and not coming any closer. A heavy fog sets in and these deer work all the way toward the truck. But you know what? This stand is directly behind my house, so there will be another day when I can come out here and chase these bucks.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad and I went to Agri Supply every single week. Just the two of us. Now it's trips with my boy that I have to look forward to. Agri Supply has over 26,000 products for your farm, shop, and home, including ag and tillage, lawn and garden, trailers and truck accessories, hunting and cooking supplies, and over 250,000 mower blades, just to name a few. Now, over 53 years later, the company has grown, but one thing hasn't changed, and that's the way they do business. Agri Supply still believes in old-fashioned friendly customer service and offering quality products at the most competitive prices. I guess you could say it's a family tradition. Visit your local Agri Supply for all your farm, shop, and home needs, or visit online at www.agrisupply.com.
Most everyone has a childhood memory of watching their grandma cook fried chicken in her cast iron skillet. There was just something about that skillet that made Grandma's chicken better than anyone else's. Those who are lucky enough to inherit Grandma's skillet understand that family heirlooms such as this are truly priceless. Carolina Cooker offers a full line of cast iron and enamel cookware, fryers, burners, and more. Visit www.carolinacooker.com and start your own family traditions today.
The closer you get to home, the more you know the commute is worth it. For all the work you pour into this place, you sure get a lot more out of it. You and that John Deere tractor, so versatile, you can keep dreaming up projects all the way home. It's a longer drive, but just like a John Deere, it's worth it. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Hurry into James River Equipment for the model year-end clearance event. Save $2,000 now through June 4th. Visit jamesriverequipment.com.
Passing It On Outdoors is also brought to you by Lucky Buck Minerals, bigger bucks guaranteed. Hunter Safety Systems, saving lives is what we do. Jarrett Rifles, the most accurate rifle in the world. Ben Pearson Archery, rebuilding the legend. Carolina School of Broadcast, measures success one graduate at a time. And the Cowden Plantation, a true Southern hunting experience.
Well, Saturday, October 7th, we're going back here behind my house. Got some good bucks on the sniper game camera. They've been out there all night and every night pretty much. So we're going to slide on in there a little bit early and get settled down, and hopefully we don't mess them up.
Well, we got in here. We're all set up now. Just now starting to get daylight. We've had our first pictures for the past couple weeks at about 7:30 in the morning with our first bit of activity, so it's not much longer. Hopefully they'll be moving here soon.
My best tool this hunting season was my sniper trail camera. It's helped me pattern these deer behind my house. But the only thing is, I didn't know where these deer were coming from. So it's a good thing we sprayed down with the Black Widow deer lure Extreme Interest before we walked in, because these deer came exactly the way we came in that morning.
Smoked a big natty doe. I knew they were gonna come in here. It's just a matter of time. Awesome. Drilled her. It looked a little far back, but she was quartering the way, so it got her great. Awesome. I'm shaking. Give me some of that, man. I'm pumped. If a doe don't tear you up, something's wrong. That's what's called deer hunting. I get pumped up if it's an 8-pointer, 10-pointer, or a little doe. Whew. Especially with this bow in my hand. That's the first deer I got to shoot with the Pearson archery. That's a smooth shooting bow, and it's just accurate. Oh, that's awesome. I'm shaking. I was gonna say we didn't get much footage from here. We got one little hole right here, and I told Brad, I was like, Brad, big doe in the hole. I was expecting them to come from behind us over here, but they come from the way that I wasn't expecting, and just showed up. I told Brad, I was like, Brad, get
Gave this deer about 2 hours. We found where she went in the woods right here. We got a little bit of blood right here on some saplings. So we're gonna go in here and see if we can find her. Hopefully she didn't go too far. Hey, here's some. Hey, right there she is, boys. How about that? Well, here we are. We found her, and we're very thankful for this big old doe. She didn't go far, about 80 yards out in here. Shot her with the new Pearson bow, got the monkey off my back today. Got to give thanks to my brother-in-law Brad for being behind the camera this morning filming me. And today's a special day for me and Brad. You know, we lost a good buddy of ours exactly a year ago today due to a tree stand accident. So as you saw this morning, we used our lifelines, we had safety harnesses on. Can't emphasize enough on how you need to wear that if you're going hunting and being off the ground. We all got loved ones and family that we want to be back home to in the afternoon or in the evenings. So with that being said, we're going this afternoon. We're gonna try to get Brad on a deer. So hopefully it all pays off. Y'all stay tuned.
Here at Agri Supply, we stock over 250,000 disc blades, which is more than any other store in the U.S. This includes plain, notched, and coulter blades in various sizes and thicknesses. Visit one of our 8 retail locations or agrisupply.com.
So why does Whitetail Edge use Black Widow deer lures? It's 100% pure whitetail deer urines. It's never brown or broken down. Black Widow deer lures are always fresh, collected and bottled within 24 hours of collection to guarantee freshness. So why should you use Black Widow deer lures? Because it works. Visit www.blackwidowdeerlures.com.
When you think about it, we're a lot more predictable than you realize. We do the same things at the same places at the same times, with no second thought. We're creatures of habit, but fortunately, so are they. This is where your favorite pastime meets a new era of hunting technology. You might not get to spend as much time on your favorite spot as you'd like, but with the all-new line of cellular trail cameras from Sniper Hunting Products, you never really leave. Sniper Hunting Products.
Antler Extreme Nutritional Deer Products exclusively uses G4 technology. G4 technology specifically formulated to help fight against ticks, gnats, flies, and other disease-carrying pests. All-in-one complete nutritional deer feed. Power Crunch concentrated feed additive. Crater Maker premium mineral. Don't take my word for it. Mark your spot with the X.
The Hands of a Sportsman is making dreams come true and providing opportunities for people both young and old with disabilities that present challenges for them to enjoy the outdoors. In short, we're creating an advantage for the disadvantaged. For some, if not all, the great outdoors breaks the struggles of everyday life and provides opportunities we all need. To become a mentor, a volunteer, or to donate, log on to handsofasportsman.org and help make a difference today.
This week on What's Cookin' with Carolina Cooker. For recipes, visit carolinacooker.com.
Today we have a great recipe for you. It's ahi poke. It's a perfect beach or summertime appetizer for family, friends, or any type of gathering. All right, so we have some good, fresh North Carolina caught tuna. We're gonna slice it up into 1/2-inch cubes and put it in our mixing bowls we got from Carolina Cooker. Now that we have our tuna in the fridge chilling, we're gonna cut up 1 whole white onion, garlic clove, ginger root, green onions, and 2 limes. All right, now that we have our produce cut up, we're gonna mix soy sauce, chili sauce, and Japanese sesame oil all together and tie it in together at the end with crushed red pepper. All right, now we have all of our ingredients mixed together in a bowl. We're gonna mix it up one last time, put it in the fridge for 30 minutes along with our tuna. All right, now that we have our tuna and our mix chilled for 30 minutes, we're gonna combine the mix in the bowl with the tuna. Mix it all up, make sure it's good and mixed up. That soy sauce mixes in with the tuna. All right, now that we have our tuna and our sauces all mixed together thoroughly, we're gonna transfer it over to our Carolina Cooker casserole dish for a nice presentation. Top it off with a little crushed red pepper to taste. And finish it off with a lime to give it a little zest. For this recipe and more, visit carolinacooker.com.
Well, October the 7th, I was lucky enough to be in the stand this morning with Keith. He was able to connect and took his Pearson bow and stuck a nanny doe this morning, so he's returning the favor for me now. We're gonna see if we can head up here. We're on my parents' farm. I've had some pretty good bucks coming in, been watching them on my sniper cameras. They're coming in right at last light, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. It's a good cloudy, overcast day, been drizzling a little bit, kind of misting now, so hopefully these deer will come on out here, but we're gonna get ready and we'll see you in the stand.
So we get to the stand, crawl up in the tree, just get hooked in, and the fear that every hunter has, getting busted. Wouldn't you know it, like I say, we hadn't even got settled just yet, and here the deer come. They're piling off this ridge right on top of us. I'm still standing up. Chaotic.
Did that just happen? We just got in the tree, and I'm sitting here putting my strap. We've got one lifeline in this tree, and Keith used it coming up. And I was putting my strap around the tree, or trying to, and all of a sudden, I mean, we didn't even have the camera on yet, I don't think. And I'm like, Keith, here comes some deer. There's like 4 of them, 5, 6 of them. Well, then here comes a little 8-point in here too. We just had 7 deer right here, within shooting distance, within a bow range. I'm trying to get my strap around the tree. I just now got my release put on. Talking about catching you with your pants down. They caught us with our pants down. It is about 4:50 right here. These deer probably come in here at 4:40 this afternoon. I wasn't expecting nothing until 5:30 or 6 or later. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get settled in here, and hopefully we'll have some more deer. But good start to the afternoon.
All right, so after these deer leave, we notice the clouds are building up. They're starting to roll in. I pull my phone out and we check the radar, and it is not what we're wanting to see. With all this camera equipment, the rain's starting to come in. We have to just get it covered up and wait to storm out.
Well, just about 6:04 here now. The rain finally moved out of here. We cut the camera off and just hunkered down for a little bit as this rain passed through. But we've looked at the radar. It should be clear from here on till dark. So it ought to be a good afternoon now. We're excited, about like a kid on Christmas morning.
So welcome back to today's show. If you're just joining us, I've got this buck that I've been following for a couple years, and with the help of my sniper game cameras, I've decided this is the year that we're going to try to harvest this deer. And wouldn't you know it, we look up, here he comes off the ridge right down through the hardwoods.
If he gets clear right there, I might shoot him. My pin's on 30 yards. My hand's shaking. He's got to take a step forward. Good. He's crashing right there. He's down right there, son. You ain't even back here. Flip it to auto and get down here. Bam! You don't know how awesome that is to have a deer on your trail camera
and then you get to shoot that deer. This is that palmated deer that I have been watching, and he come in here at the last light. We sat up here and got our tails soaked and made it through this rainstorm. I think that's the most excited I have been on shooting a deer. I'm telling you, I am jacked up, and he crashed right there. Ben Pearson bow right here, baby. Bam, 30 yards, smoked him. Mwah. Bam. The air didn't go all the way through him. We had that lighted knock on there. I can see it. I can see this deer laying up here.
Hey, that was a heart shot, dude. I'm out. Drilled it perfect. Give me dude, that's just so, dude.
Opening day of turkey season, Keith and I doubled up. And then this evening, or today, we doubled up again right here. He shot a doe this morning, and I just shot this. I think he's a 9-point. He's got a side that's palmated, and he's got 5 on that side, and I know he's got 4 on the other, unless there's some stuff I don't know about. But folks, I can't tell you how special today is. 1 year ago today, we lost one of our good buddies, Jason Myers. He, like I say, had a tree stand accident and fell out. And, you know, we're hooked onto this tree. Keith's on the lifeline right here. Folks, be safe out here. You never know. You can't take anything for granted. And Buck, this one's for you, brother. I miss you and I love you. Appreciate you helping us out and looking down on us. God bless. Well, we just got down out of the stand right here, and so we're gonna go on over here where we shot the deer at and see what kind of blood we find. Like I said, we saw the deer crash. One thing I didn't mention, that deer come to a lucky buck site. And you know, here it is, 1st of October, October the 7th, and they're still coming in there hitting those minerals, but we shot this deer over our lucky buck site. Get you some of that. Right here he lays. Let's go check him out right here. He is a house. I do not know what to say. Well, we've got up here and recovered this deer. This is my biggest buck that I've ever taken. I've told some guys before I'd like to get some deer mounted, but my standards I think are pretty high, especially for me not shooting any more bucks than what I have. The only one I've ever got mounted was the first buck I ever killed when I was 11 or 12 years old that my dad mounted for me. And I've been trying to manage over here and not shooting 2-year-old, 3-year-old deer. And I think this is at least a 4-year-old. In fact, I may actually try to get his jawbone and have this deer aged right here, but just the mass is just unreal right here. But like I say, this is by far my best deer. It is just a straight 9-point, no kickers, no junk on him, but he has got this palmated side right here. But this is a heck of a deer. I'm tickled. I've got this buck that I've had on my sniper cameras, and one other one that I've got on my hit list up here. So at least I can put one of them on the check one of them off right here, and I'm excited. We're gonna get this deer out of here and get it taken care of.
So there's a lot of things I take away from today's show. Brad and Keith's relationship, they're actually kin, but they get along so well, and they just have a great time in outdoors, and that's what it's all about, is just going and having a good time. It's not really about the kill, but obviously they had a great day together. Ben Pearson Archery is this is our first year with us. The bows performed flawlessly. Both of them made great shots, and we couldn't be more happier with the bow. What can we really say about the sniper trail cameras? Those cameras are sending those pictures to our phones, so we don't have to go in and screw an area up before we hunt it. As far as the scent, just apply it and learn how to use it, right? There's times you need to use it on your feet, and there's times you need to put it in a little canister, and it just depends how the wind's going, right? So learn how to use scent, and that scent performed flawlessly. The last thing is really just use your lifelines and your safety harnesses. Like they said, this was the anniversary of Buck losing his life, and listen, as a hunter, we all want you to go home and see your family. Don't miss next week's show. I got a special guest. Her name is Jessica Starnes. She's from South Carolina. She's never shot a deer, but what you're going to find out, she can handle the pressure. Congratulations.
That's the way you put them down right there. Come here, give me something. That's the way you put them down.